talk, real people, real conversation. Week to week, this the place to get your inspiration. Go and sit back and unwind, sipping on your coldest glass of wine. This the home of girl bosses and the warriors. Went from tragedy to triumph and it's glorious. Ain't no question if they ask, they got that fire. This the podcast that came to Aspire. Welcome to Aspire Podcast, home of the real. Real talk, real people, real stories. Give it up one time for y'all hosts, Sujay.
...2026, but we just excited, man. So that's the story of how we went from Unique Me to reinventing myself to Cydney Poitier.
So, Cydney, let me make sure everything's on. I wanted to ask you, before Unique Me, we're going to get to Unique Me, because I found out you were Unique Me like a week ago.
Okay.
I was like, who the hell is that? And they're like, the same guy you're about to interview. Where did you come from? I want to hear your background, and I know part of it because we talked, but I want to hear it because it makes sense why you do what you do, why you name your songs what you name. Like, I feel like you're a historian in a lot of ways. Like, you give tribute to the past. So what is it about your past? Tell me a little bit about you, where you grew up.
So when it comes to Orlando,
I'm gonna need you to go all the way, all the way back, all the way back.
So I was born in Detroit.
Yes.
So I'm a Detroit guy. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Detroit. I happened to move to Orlando to a place called Pine Hills. Now, Pine Hills, to give you perspective, all of my friends in Pine Hills, we were all from up north or the Midwest. None of that circle was Floridians in this particular place. In this particular place, it was the first place where you saw the Muslims on the corner with the magazine, The Final Call. That was in Pine Hills. It was the neighborhood where we're from, North Lane, the Pine Hills. That's Deuce Madison, Mo Blaze, me. You know what I'm saying? Ike, Al, all of them from that. It was the New York. There was a corner to this day where Megas live off a Little Heron, which is catty corner to North Lane and Pine Hills Road.
I know actually exactly where
that's
that
kind of
is.
where it started. This is everybody. I remember Drew was from Brooklyn. Alan was from the Bronx. That cloth it runs super deep, and it might have began. It began up north, but it might have began there too. You know what I mean? And so that whole area was, I think we was the first guys to really make records in Orlando. That was us. There's a lot of guys that made records and did a lot of things, but I'm thinking we was the first dudes to really make records. And the environment where we from, that part of Orlando, it's like Brooklyn. It always
I know a lot
been.
of people from there.
It's where the West Indian stores are. It's the west
You
side.
can still get some good West Indian food
The
over
west
there.
side of Orlando is probably the only place where there's a Caribbean supermarket. They don't have Caribbean supermarkets everywhere in Orlando.
No.
You
Seafood
probably
spots.
you probably run into a person from Brownsville before you run into a Floridian over there, or at least when we come up over there.
Yeah.
So it kind of it shaped over there, and like I said, and we had each other, so we didn't have no southern friends because we had each other, and we all could relate to each other because we was all from where we was from. So we just happened to
It's
be
like a
there,
melting pot.
and we just happened to be there, and to me, it's a special place. I haven't been in the Pine Hills 25 years.
Oh no!
But
I'm
when I
not gonna
think
lie.
about, but
I go over there all
but
the
when we
time.
think about where we come from, and when I think about today, when I think about the Caribbean Sunshine Bakery, and when I think about going to get a beef patty and cocoa bread,
I grew up on this.
the Peter and them is a staple in the neighborhood, and I'ma forever go there, and I'm loved over there, and I'm unk over there. It's a blessing.
You say Unc, and I have a friend, and shout out, I'm not gonna call you out by name, and they got called Unc, and they were like, they took it offensively, and I said, listen,
You can't.
when
When they call you Unc, they respect you.
It's a respect.
When they call you Unc, they
value
respect you.
right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was like, I'm too young to be Unc. I said, no, that's them kids really respecting you and writing for you, so
That's
I love
a
that.
fact, yeah.
Parents. And I feel like we had a whole the first day I met you, it was like we went in. We're standing there outside the bar, and remember,
Yeah.
and I'm with my best friend. Shout out Melissa, she's always with me. And she was like, "Do you know that man?" I said, "I have no idea who he is." Like, I heard of him, but I don't know him. And she's like, "But y'all talking about like poetry, and you guys are talking about all this." That's when I knew, like, I'm probably gonna interview this man, and it took years. It took years, but I knew that because the way you think is not a common hip hop way, and I'm gonna say it like that. It's very uncommon. The things that you come up with, your song lyrics and title, because now I know you. Now I've heard it all. You know what I mean? But like, where do you get that? Where do you get that? I want to pay tribute. Even your name, right? You're paying tribute truly to an actor. Who paved the way for everybody.
Absolutely.
Is that how you think of yourself, in that way of just like?
I do. I do think of myself in a lot of ways. Well, first of all, in Orlando, I paved the way for a lot of people.
Okay.
I hope they're paying attention.
He said, "I hope you're paying attention."
If you're paying attention, I've showed you consistency forever. In and out. I don't think a lot of dudes get to that in their life. My parents are no longer here, but my parents always supported my music. My father knew I was good.
That's rare. That's rare too.
People tell my son, he's good. For a long time, they was like, he's really good, and my parents was like,
that's that guy.
We're gonna support him. We're gonna let him do what he do. So I was, and that's when I started my trips on the Spanish bus to La Cubana. La Cubana, going from the La Cubana, picked you up on Cimarron Boulevard in Orlando.
I know exactly where.
And dropped you off
in front of the old Winn-Dixie that was there.
And dropped you off on 177th and Broadway.
Yes.
And that's how I got my deal with PMD. That's how I got my deal with Nervous, paying that $55 back then to get on that La Cubana, and Jimmy and Coleone them picked me up from Long Island on 177th and Broadway. And we trying to get a deal. We back in New York, like we back home in Orlando. We back in New York, and we did that 15 years.
That's crazy.
Until we got a deal. Ended up getting a couple of deals out of it. But it was the grind. This was before MySpace, before the internet. This is why I say
you have to actually work hard for your.
And this is why I say you guys have been given so much.
I won't disagree with that.
And you complain so much.
Because I think people nowadays want instant gratification. I'm talented, so therefore I should get everything that I work for.
We was talking,
instead of talent is this much. You gotta bust your ass to get anything. That, you know what I'm saying?
Boots on the ground. You have to put boots on the ground. You have to listen. All technology isn't good technology.
I agree.
And certain technologies need to be where they need to be and don't need to cross paths with other technologies. Sometimes, if it isn't broke,
don't fix it.
Don't try to fix it, man. If it's working, then don't try to fix it. There's a lot. Today, 2025.
You're getting a little low.
With all the technology, you can become lazy. You gotta get up. I've been outside for a long time.
I gotta get outside more.
And me and Al, we talk about all the time. We talk about being outside, and listen, they've created a thing that is comfortable. And my father used to say sometimes you have to get uncomfortable to get back comfortable.
There is no comfort without a little discomfort.
Right,
I've always thought that.
So it's like we think over at IVMM and Poitier Music Group, we think that you got to go back to go forward.
I agree.
In that way, that's how we think. And
they said 2 L's up. Everybody's on here for you. I guess. I feel like I hear it all the time, and I'm in my 40s, right? So we hear it all the time of like, oh, back in the day with this music and that, and we're reminiscing about stuff that we can still have. I got a reel on my way here. I got a reel like, you remember these days?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, but like, I still listened to that music yesterday. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's maybe the way we're listening to the music changes. Maybe like you said, the technology changes, but the feeling that music should give you and the work that you should put into it should be exactly the same.
Well, the thing is part of the reason
I'm
too
trying to get
is
this water.
part of the reason and part of the thing that's going on, and which I also have to come to terms with. Like we was talking earlier,
Yeah.
I kind of let somebody get up under my skin a bit. I didn't. I don't want my fans and I don't want my business partners to see that. I don't want anybody to make me come up out of my skin.
What is the worst things that someone's ever done to you to make you come out of character?
Just being
Because this podcast,
just-
not this
just-
podcast,
just-
but this industry
just-
is crazy.
They're just being unprofessional. Being unprofessional. And you know what? I'm going to take that like, you know, I talked to a legend the other day. The legend told me, yo, Cydney, man, you know, you've went through 2 passports. You're on your 2nd passport. You've done this, and you got records with most people's favorite rappers. And yet, somehow, some way, you worked with an unprofessional. Well, Cydney, at some point, you got to take responsibility for that, too. And not only that, Cydney, but you have to balance not being everywhere you want to be. You need to be where you need to be, Cydney. And where you don't need to be, you don't need to be there.
Does it make you feel like you need to stay relevant? Is why you were in spaces that probably you've outgrown?
I've outgrown a lot of spaces, and you can't make this up. There's things that have transpired that my business partners see, things that I can't make up. The people who run my social media, they're seeing what you're saying. They're seeing your behavior. So I can't make this up.
People's
You know
behavior
what
is
I'm saying?
crazy. It's crazy.
When you know, the ability to be happy for other people is a hard thing to do for some people. I've always been happy to see people happy.
I'm a celebrator of people.
I'm a
for sure.
celebrator of people.
Yeah, for sure.
I've always been a celebrator of people. You know that, man. I'm a celebrator of people, and part of the situation, part of the thing is I can see greatness in people, and maybe you didn't see what I saw.
That's my problem too. I can relate to that for sure.
Maybe you disappointed me because I saw something great in you.
But
And you did the
sometimes
opposite.
you gotta let people be. I said this on someone else's show. Like, you gotta let people be people. I've learned that's like my life lesson over the last several years.
Right.
And in this industry, I am
Mm-hmm.
freaking learning because I'm not this legend. I haven't been out here 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But that let them, and this is like a famous quote. It's not mine.
Right.
But when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. I think it's Maya Angelou who said that. Believe them. It's such a true thing because like if I saw something and I kind of was just like, even though you see the potential in this person,
Right.
who they really are is what they exactly showed you the first time.
Yeah, DMX says, trust them to be who exactly they're gonna be.
A snake is going to be a snake. I saw that. A snake is going to be a snake.
That's exactly what
So
DMX
even
said.
though you see that potential and you see exactly who this person is,
Right.
like, or you're like, wow, this person, if he got his shit together, he could be this. Well, he ain't that. He's this. And we, as people, and especially if you're a celebrator, especially if you like to help, you're gonna see that end goal, but they
Right.
ain't even got there yet. So, and that's been a problem for me, especially in this industry. I was supposed to do something a few weeks ago, and they disrespected me royally. I don't even know how to say who, what, where, whatever. But it taught me a lesson.
Right.
Stop seeing so good. Stop seeing just the good in people,
Yeah.
because it's not everybody's all good.
They just
you know?
keep it on a professional level and just
Exactly, but it's the disrespect and unprofessionalism for me too.
the unprofessionalism and the there's a process, and my process is no different from we talk about, like I said, these guys got it so easy. It's got to come from when you got to fill out a 1 sheet, I could only imagine if these dudes had to fill out one sheets. Are you serious?
Boy, you better start.
You'd probably be running around town trying to fill out your one sheet. You'd be trying to get information. You can't get it. This is when you got to talk to people. You really got to, get in touch.
Yeah.
And so, I'm gonna be where I need to be.
And it's all about growth. Okay.
And I'm gonna grow, and we're not gonna stop, and that's what we're gonna do.
So I gotta ask you. I'm gonna change gears because forget them. Forget those people that disrespected. Forget the people. Exactly. Yeah. What makes you? What's your process of writing music, or even? Do you have a title for a song and then go with that theme, or are you a person that it just? Because I'm a writer. I don't write no music like that, but I just start randomly writing, and then it kind of comes together. Then at the title, but you have titles that A Raisin in the Sun. When I heard that, I was like, oh, okay, so he knows about some stuff, right?
But Cydney Poitier titles and Cydney Poitier,
Yes, but it makes sense.
My writing process usually probably like 5, 6 in the morning. It hits me. Now, everything that I write. Okay, so I'll have a pen and I'll have a pad.
I like to write with pen and paper too.
But now
that's a real writer. Sorry, guys, I said it.
But now in my day, okay, so I'm a bit weird. If I'm at home, 5:30. My wife is Puerto Rican, so I get a cafe con leche, and I'm.
God bless her. Because yes, that's what we do.
I get a cafe con leche, and I'm there. It's 5:30, 6 in the morning. I'm feeling it. I start writing. Now, as I progress through the day, whatever I left on the pad is there on the pad. I'm writing. I'm finishing it in my head.
Same.
Through the day.
Because that's where you started. As long as you know where you started, right?
Through the day, I'm finishing it in my head.
Same.
In the afternoon, when I come back home, I bring it back to the paper. I didn't write fully, but the ideas and where I want to go and the cadence and the pieces,
the nuances,
it's all in my head, and I'm deciphering it in my head and arranging it. So when I get home, I translate it back to paper.
Same.
So if I start writing, physically writing, and then I leave it there, as I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm kind of I'm writing it in my head as I'm whatever I'm doing in the day, whatever I'm going, I'm writing it in my head. My wife says
I didn't even know you were married. That's how much I know you.
My wife says, Carmen says, Carmen says I'm often. Yeah.
You are. You do that even random days.
I'm very. She's like, you're like artistic in your way. Like Carmen is. She says, I watch you. You're very like you be. I'll be sitting on the bed, on the corner of the bed, doing this, and it'll be, and it's clear as day.
And because it's your process for you. We probably think you crazy,
right? Probably think I'm crazy or
Straight
something.
jacket or some shit.
So that's kind of like my process. My process is kind of like early in the morning, good cafe con leche. And I'm ready to go. I'm jotting it down. And then once I get started, then throughout my day, I'm piecing it.
Right. Sounds like me. I mean, I'm not doing. I'm not writing no lyrics.
Right.
Because I can't do that. But it's different.
It is different.
It's different. Yeah. Although I always feel like everything kind of stems from a poem, right?
Right.
Like you write, it's a poetic thing that, like. I feel like music, I heard this, a friend of mine said that music is poetry in motion, right? So really that's what it is. So I love to write poems, like whatever. But it's different. The process is different.
And sometimes the process gets
lost.
Like, okay, like sometimes like sometimes a track get you, lock you in, like
Stuck. You in it.
like I got a track the other day from Dirty Bakers. They got a track the other day, and I wrote the whole thing in like 15 minutes.
Because it's
It
when
lock,
you know, you know.
it'll lock you in, and sometimes you get locked in, and once you get locked in, then there's no telling how you're gonna go. And certain things, what I like about me, what's different from me is, I take into account that attention spans are short. I'm focused. I'm a very detailed person. I understand that people are on the go. The attention spans are a lot shorter than they used to be.
Way shorter.
Right. So a perfect example, the perspective. A song on my album, I came straight out the gate. 24 bars, no hook, 24. Get it to the point and be done with it. I have songs where the verse is 8-bar verse, the hook is 16.
That's crazy.
I have verses where there's sort of like a bridge. It could be. I like the fact that I'm gonna do what I want.
Well, because isn't that the point?
Well, we
Especially
came
when
into
you're doing your own music.
right. Well,
isn't that the point?
well, because we're trained to
This is
16
everything.
the hook,
Dun, 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 dun,
16 the hook, and I'm so much more than that. I think, a perfect example of less is more is Iceberg Snub.
I heard it.
What he did in Atlanta, he killed it. You don't have to give us 100 bars, bro. Get to the point. When you sharp, you can get it.
I feel like the best, and like I love hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
The best rappers don't do more. Like for me,
Right,
I
right,
feel
right.
like if you're saying what you mean and mean what you
To
say,
say, mhm.
and the music is right,
And the music
who
is
the hell
right.
cares how many bars you use?
Right,
at the
right.
end of
The music
day?
gotta be right,
And some
right.
some of my favorite artists
Yeah.
have done that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be
Yeah.
inspired. I'm trying to be inspired. So,
Yeah. It's
So-
not about what you're doing to match everybody else. It's what you're
Right.
doing to stand out.
right. So I'm
Yeah.
trying. So I have a different approach with that. So, but yeah. So that's basically my process in a nutshell, and
You got a lot going on.
it works for me.
What's
yeah,
your
I got
next?
a lot
Your
going.
next event is the Abbey.
It's the Abbey, 22nd.
Tell me about it.
Well,
'Cause, I mean, I might go.
I'm gonna say this, man.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'm on my promo run. The promo run has been.
It's hilarious
It's
because I'm part of his
insane.
promo run.
You are
I don't
part of
even
my
ever
promo.
think like that.
Well, you're
I
part of
really
my journey.
don't.
Well, you're part of my journey.
Truly that.
You're a
Truly
part of my
that.
journey.
Truly that.
Again.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the promo run has been amazing. From the first rollout to here now, where we at right now.
Even from the DJ Summit to here.
Even from the
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Summit and everything. Everything that we've done thus far has been completely successful.
As it should be.
And the numbers have changed. And the numbers don't lie.
You guys are part. Listen, there's people here. I'm not talking to myself. Who does all your promotion online? Because they promote it for me too. I was like, listen, I'm gonna clap because I didn't have to do nothing.
So this is so.
You got a great team. I will say that. It's amazing.
These are people from our team right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is this is part of our team. This is, let me say this too, because people don't know. The team has been locked in for 20 some odd years with me. There's nobody here that don't know nobody.
So
We've known each other.
That's the trick.
We've known each other for a long time.
So I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trick because I feel like a lot of artists
Right.
come and go, right? And,
Right.
or, they're here and they're great now. They go away
Mm-hmm.
and they come back with a whole nother team. And it's like non-consistent people, not, you know what I mean? When I see people like you guys, I'll say this because it is rare, especially in hip hop.
Yeah,
Especially in hip hop. Because ego is a huge thing.
it is.
And listen, I'm going to tell you just straight up because this is how I am. you're an egotistical man, but not in the way where I can't stand you, and I'll tell you just like this because I don't love a big ego, but you're just sure of yourself, right? You know who the hell you are, and in hip hop, ego is a huge part of the game, right? But I don't love it. I'm gonna be honest, right? You know, I love me a humble person, but to know who you are and then still have the same people, that just shows me that you're not as ego driven as really that you come off. And it's a compliment, I swear. It's because if you can keep people like this in your circle for a long time, then you're obviously doing something right. So that's the compliment, that obviously you're treating them with respect and love and all that stuff, and they're doing it the same for you, because at a drop of a hat, it was like, yes, the show is on, and it was an instant. They had your back. You know what I want to talk about? Who's promoting for me?
You know. Let me tell you something about the team. When we talk about the team, let me tell you this, right? On the production side,
everything. I could answer that.
These dudes is built to really do this, man. They've been making music.
They're getting hired.
They've been making music at a high level. They've been making music at a high level for a long time. Yeah. You know, Dirty Baker's been making music at a high level hip hop music for a long time, and been dope for a long time. These dudes is working with Sadat X. They're working with RJ Payne. They're working with me. They're working with Jay Vengeance. They're working with Iceberg Snub. They're working with even more than that. You got to be the only to hear their sound. Their sound is, this ain't nothing. You can't. There's no way you can. Yeah, this sound's been around. These guys know what they're doing, and you get that. I've never been in better company.
Good. I mean, you only are as good as your company you keep, and that's why I keep my circle small. I love people, and I'll go out, but you'll see me genuinely with the same set of people, because at the end of the day, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? 20, 30 years is pretty much my friend circle. Back to the Abbey. Are you bringing friends? I don't know anything about your show. I want you to tell us don't tell us the secrets, because I know there's always surprises. You don't kiss and tell, right? Right. But when, where, all of that. Tell us everything.
So
I know, but they don't.
So DJ Megas is gonna be there.
I presume that, but just because I kind of know him.
So for the show, I don't know if y'all know who Paul Turner is. Turner Supply. Online, he designs the polo, the Ralph Lauren. He makes hats.
I think I know who. Yes.
Turner, you know who this guy is? You ever seen him? Okay, so Paul Turner is going to be a guest there. I'm going to get with Paul Turner this Saturday. I'm going to get fitted
for
in full polo.
I assumed
I'm going to get fitted in full
You're
polo
low life
for the look.
After all, right?
Yeah, so shout out to Paul Turner for Turner Supply. I'm going to go downtown. I'm going to get fitted out for something nice. And, my brothers that want to see me win, want to see me look nice. And so, shout out to Paul Turner, Turner Supply. I'm getting with him on Saturday. So
good. And then you're going to have some rapper friends, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah, man.
You have a few features on this last album, too.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
We're going to have...
I'm trying to ask without asking.
Listen, we're going to have... we're going to have that guy, Ike. We're gonna have Mill.
Of course.
We're gonna be in there.
Shout out to Ike, who couldn't make it, but he said hi. We talked.
We're gonna be we're gonna tear it down. Your magnum opus, DJ Mega's joint off that Item 9
That's coming
album.
Out on the 19th.
That's coming out on the 19th.
December 19th, guys.
We performing that at Bodie James.
So you're gonna perform it?
Oh, we're performing magnum opus.
Okay.
Most definitely.
That's going to be an interesting night.
This
is the 22nd of this month.
It is. We're excited.
Now I got to check my calendar.
And you know what? We got to...
At the Abbey, right?
Right, at the Abbey. And we got to be excited. And we got to welcome Bodie James to the city.
Good.
It's a blessing to have Bodie James in our city. He's a dope lyricist. He's from Detroit. I knew he was special. You know what I'm saying? He's
They
from
don't make them like they
you know,
used
they
to
don't
back
make
in the
him like that. He's from Detroit. He's worked hard to get where he's at. I'm excited, and I'm excited for him. I don't think I know that where I am and in my position, we're putting in tremendous work. Shout out to Clockwork. They put me on their page. They put me on their page numerous times. This is you probably have never been to an event where the promotion company put the opening act on their bill.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That speaks volumes. And mind you, shout out to Clockwork, because Clockwork is the biggest. They're the biggest on the East Coast, and what they do, marketing and tour people. They're the biggest.
That's crazy.
For them to put me on their page, it just tells me like, yo, Cydney got some motion. Let's tap in. They tapped in, and continue to tap in, and we continue to involve them, and they've been involving us, and so it's great. Shout out to DJ Heron, who made it possible for me to be my brother. You know what I mean?
Everybody's like DJ Mega, Big Paul. People are tuning in and tapping in on
That's
the
good.
chat.
That's good. That's good. Everybody tapping in. That's everybody tapping in.
Listen, what I like about you, because listen, I can say this is my show, right? I don't care. Is that what people perceive as arrogance is intelligence and just knowledge of the game, right? Sometimes it can be misconstrued. Sometimes people who think less of themselves, because I think it's an image thing, but it's also like an insecurity thing. In the rap world, I've never met, I could say this, it's my show, sorry guys, so many almost really troubled by their insecurities. In the rap world is the one, I mean, I've had people from all over here, and you either are really self-confident or you're pretending to be so well that people think you're an arrogant son,
Right.
But a lot of people are very insecure. What would you tell people that lack your confidence, really?
Well,
especially in the rap world, because it's crazy, because you have to almost fake it till you make it if you don't have it within.
Right.
I see it all the time where there's really talented men, women too, but really, really talented. But knowing them personally, I'm like, yo, you don't even believe the lyrics you're rapping.
Right.
So what would you tell somebody that really struggles with like their image, their insecurities, their lack of believing in themselves, even though they're rapping like, yo, I got this shit, like, but they don't got it, and they don't even believe they have it. So
well, I would say like hip hop is a competitive sport.
it is.
To begin
That's why
with.
I asked that question.
It's a competitive sport. So it would be, it's almost ludicrous for me to believe in you more than you.
And it's sad, but it's true.
If I believe in you more than you,
You doing something wrong.
in a competitive sport, well, that's a problem, ain't it? That's a problem.
But it's very much a thing.
Right.
And I don't know if because but before even doing this podcast, I've known people, right? So I don't know if it's that people are allowing themselves to be vulnerable with me. So I don't know, but I know that their insecurities far outweigh their confidence. And I see it more in hip hop than in any other genre of music, anything that I've seen. It's genuinely like, okay, I'm gonna put on this act, and in front of the world or in front of people, or I go to the bars or clubs or whatever, and I see it, and they're struggling, and then they get up on stage and they talk their talk, but at the end of the day, they can't even look at themselves in the mirror.
Right. Nah, I'm fully
You
one
know
thing
who
about
you
one
are.
thing about me, I don't think I've ever been depressed.
Mm-hmm.
For real. If anything, I've been angry. Never really depressed. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Me,
I've
if
been angry
anything,
too, that's why I'm laughing.
me, I don't get depressed. Let me tell you something. When I look in the mirror, I'm loving what I see.
But it's rare.
I love
It's
myself,
rare.
and I
it's
can't
not
wait
just
to.
depression. I'm sorry
Right.
to interrupt. It's not just depression. It's genuinely like they just have an image issue.
Right.
And I see people that you would think are the cockiest or the most confident men in the world, and they're not.
I mean, I've been in some rooms. Man, where I was the small dude, but I also been in some rooms where I was the big dog, and see,
Ruff. It's a
so
joke.
so I understand. Like, in your turn and in your time,
It's a thing.
you're gonna be when you listen, man. You have to have confidence. You have to be when people see your confidence, they
believe
get
in you.
confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is contagious, bro.
I agree.
When people see you confident, they like, yeah. They like, yeah. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
That's what I be on.
I'll relate this to me. I don't think I ever had a self-esteem issue
Mm-hmm.
in my life, and not that I didn't have a good life. Like, I didn't have a great childhood,
Right.
but I always knew this is beneath me. I don't know why.
Right.
Like, so I wish that the confidence that comes out in the lyrics and comes out on stage and comes out on is a confidence that they live with,
Right.
because it is a true genuine feeling. I had a friend ask me, like, oh, did you believe things that you were told as a child? And I said, no, I knew it was a lie. And I don't know why. I knew it was a lie.
You knew it was a lie.
I knew it was
That's
a lie.
crazy.
So sometimes I'll tell these guys that I know, like, yo, like, you know it's a lie. Like, whatever you believe in, whatever you tell yourself, believe the guy that comes up on stage and shows the world who they are.
Right.
But I just wish that in the rap world, it was more genuinity with that. Rap about, how I don't really feel like shit today. Like, rap, if you're going to, right? It's the genuinity that I feel like it's missing sometimes. And I could say that just because if you knew these guys back here, you know this and you know that, but if you knew them back here, you wouldn't even be rooting for them, because they're not even rooting for themselves.
But you know what's crazy? Like, when you're around confident people be coming to my house, man. These dudes be coming to my house, man. K Solo comes to my house. Cannabis came to my house. These dudes be coming to my, they come to your house like with crazy confidence. I'm around. I remember Redman and Black Rob being at Drew's house. We in the house. Cali Ranks in the house. Everybody in that house got a deal. I remember us in that house. I remember being around dudes that were so confident. And then you would say to yourself, before you got to know him, you would say to yourself, wow, this dude's kind of like a jerk. But he really wasn't a jerk.
That's what I asked you.
He wasn't like a jerk, though. Let me tell you something. Redman used to be in Drew's house. Black Rob used to be in Drew's house. I used to remember them writing lyrics. Cali Ranks being there. They being there. These dudes got all the confidence in the world. When you around that, you better get it, or you're gonna be looking like you don't believe in yourself up in there.
You start drinking the juice as the same thing that they do. At least you hope to be. I just don't get it when people are like, they'll talk to me and it's like an arrogant, the sunglasses on and the hat on and the this and the that, and then when the camera stops, it's almost like a whole different person.
I've kind of always had that confidence. I'm gonna tell you a true story. This is a true story, guys. The song Iron Bars with me, Papoose, Coogee Rap, and Cannabis. So Cannabis came to my house. He comes to my house. He says, yo, bro, I got this record. I said, who's on the record? He said, yo, Coogee Rap's on the hook, Papoose on the joint, and I'm on the joint. I want you to get on the joint. I'm not going to say what he really said, because he's not cool with everybody on the song. So he was like, yo, Sid, man, get on the track. Word, son. Get on the jump, son. Get at those. You heard? Get at them, son. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm on that record because Cannabis came to my crib. But in the process of that, this is what I mean about it. This is I've always had this type of confidence. When Cannabis gave me the record, I wrote the record. And even Cannabis said, yo, son, you wrote the joint, son. You ain't going, you don't want to hear them dudes? And maybe you might want to, nah, son. I care about them dudes, B. I went in. I went in, dog. And how I knew I went in, let me tell you how I knew I went in. I knew I went in because I peeped the caption of the people. And there was a few people in the line saying, yo, I don't know who that dude was that went last. But that nigga went hard body on them dudes. Yo, so I'm talking about I'm up in the booth with a firearm. Yo, I'm talking about you ain't got to go to the zoo to know where the lions are. Yo, I'm wilding on it. Like, I'm in there. Like, I was in the zone because I heard the beat. All I heard, I think I heard Kool G rap on the hook. I was like, oh, yeah. And that's when Cannabis said, man, Kool G rap hook sound like a verse. He was killing it, bro. But I went in on that joint, man. They had 10 years. They had 6, 7 years to erase the vocal or do whatever they wanted to do. That vocal remained. You understand? That vocal remained. I put a dent in that joint. And I never listened to their verses. I always have had that type of.
You have to be who you are.
You have to.
So you start listening to their verses, and I love collabs. I really do, if it's done right.
Right.
But, I don't want this rapper to sound like this rapper.
Right.
And then so sometimes when you're listening, and I haven't always been in a studio or whatever, but I know enough about music. It starts to where everybody just kind of sound the same, and then I don't like it. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like that either. But none of us sounded the same.
No, and I believe you.
And it's dope, and it came out banging, and I was real happy that when I got a chance and I heard the song as a whole in its collective, I was like, yeah, I got busy.
Proud.
I got busy. I was proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Because those dudes are legends. Because all of them dudes are legends. Every one of them. Yeah. And for you to get on that, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
You know.
You could either sink or swim.
That's what it was.
And you swam, right?
I swam, yeah.
What after this? The Abbey. Mm-hmm. I love how you guys put together like what's next, and it was like our. Listen. No.
Yo, they're crazy.
No, but I loved it because I was like, I should have done that. And I am not nowhere near no marketing guy this. Right. I do all my own everything, although I feel like that should change. Winky, winky. But you guys, you have the Abbey. What are you doing after this? You're probably going to be doing more podcasts and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm sure. Because I know my man from DetroitHustle.com, he came to the DJ Summit. So I feel like that's why I was like, the name sounds familiar. Yeah, he was there. Yeah. He was there. Okay. What we got? The book. Please talk about your book, because when I told one of my friends that Cydney Poitier wrote a children's book, I did. They laughed, and they were like, "No, you like." Nah, the children's book is dope though. But you've always, and this is what I would like to like about you, is that you always kind of bring it back to literature in some way. And I know a lot of books. I know we talked about movies. We talked about all this stuff. That you're a historian. So why the children's book? Because this is the thing. I'm not like a big. I'm not like a big, some big writer. When it comes to that stuff like that. But one thing about it, where I am right now in my life,
It's about legacy, and it's about what I leave here. And my son has blessed me with 2 grandchildren. My stepson has blessed me with another grandchild. I have 3 grandchildren.
So what you
And
leaving it
so,
for them?
and so, I want to write a children's book because
I love that.
it's important. It's important that you know what I'm saying, that my grandchildren get this. I want them to get everything. And I really started making some records that somebody asked me, you guys took a BG record and you flipped it and you killed it. And people ask me, Cydney, there's a couple of records that you made are significantly different from a lot of your records.
As they should be, I think.
I want to do some records that'll be playing at my grandbaby's graduation. I want to do some records that'll play at their birthday parties. I want to do some records that'll play as they grow. I want to do some music that is not always accepted where we're from.
But who the hell cares?
What I'm saying is I want records to play in establishments where we're not always welcome. Music is universal.
Amen. I agree.
And I'm very excited about touching, growing musically. You know what I mean?
Smiling so big because that's the whole concept of doing anything, right? But when you do art, it's not fine, have a niche and that's great, but like, to me, the concept of art is, and I said this actually, I text somebody, hey Danny, I text him this, that art is pretty much where it depends on who's listening to it, right? But if you create art so that anyone can, and so that you expand the minds of a 5-year-old or 60-year-old, that is the whole point.
Let me say something, because I want to say this before this is over, because I want people to understand my journey and where I was a little frustrated with the way the hip hop music was starting to sound, right?
Like everything.
So there's songs that I have. Some of those songs are heavy, soulful, and some of them can be even drumless. But let me tell you something, because a lot of people say, Griselda and them do styles like that and this and that. But let me explain my journey, and because I was doing that before I heard a Griselda record. I was doing this. Let me tell you where the hip hop music changed for me. I was riding in the car with my brother-in-law Neil, and I remember him playing something that I never heard before. It was female vocal in the background, a soulful melody, and the drums were light. And I asked my brother-in-law, I said, yo, what the hell is that? He said, it's Portishead. When he introduced me to Portishead, it changed me as far as the music. I wanted to rap to a different sound. And Portishead was different. Portishead, I was like, oh, Portishead was crazy. So I looked, and I went into depth, and I went on a Portishead mission. I found out at the time they had like 9, 12 albums, 30. They had a lot of work.
I've only heard of them last year, which is a sad statement to say because it's amazing. It's different.
Right. Yes. So Portishead, I wanted to rap to Portishead beats. If you can understand where I'm coming from, they made me. Portishead I was like, yo, what is this? What is this, Neil? And Neil was like, yo, this joint called Portishead, man. My co-workers let me hear this. And Portishead had me doing some things, And that's what made me. That's what kind of drew me to a female vocal in the background and very soulful, but it was different. The drums they were light. Some of them were heavy, but some of them were light. And the transition I fell in love with it. So I was doing that before I heard a Griselda record. When my brother-in-law introduced me to Portishead, I took off. I love that sound, and I tried to emulate the sound as much as I could. But then we got back to hip-hop started getting good again, and so it was incorporated, and that's where I basically kind of got my niche in what I do. But it literally came from Portishead.
Interesting. I laugh because you say when hip hop got bad and then good, and then I just feel like people get lost, right? Like artists, let's say a Jay-Z, because he's been out here for a million years. They lose their sound. They almost lose who the hell they want to be, who they are, all of it. And what I think is people are always trying to stay true to, the past, but that's why it got bad, because we're creating a sound we love over and over and over, right, but it's not evolving to anyone that's younger, right? Like right. I'm in a cuspy situation because I know the golden era of hip hop, but at the same time I would like to hear something that's evolving too, right? You heard this and Porter Sound, and it changed your life and all that stuff, but that's the thing that was missing in hip hop for me 15 years ago or whatever, is that everybody was just doing the same exact thing that they've already done. And what changed for you is that you found a sound and you kind of made it your own, right? Nobody's doing that shit no more, even now. I can say that is rare. I get annoyed because I'm like, yo, this person has talent, but he had talent 10 years ago, but he's doing still the same stuff. And what I love about what the younger generation is doing, I don't love it all. I don't. I'm not gonna lie, I don't. But what I do love is that they are experiencing life and creating music for that life. You gotta think that we are in different times. We're in tech times, right? I don't love it, but we're also in growth. People are not afraid to cry. Men are showing their emotions. We're doing all of that.
Well, that's what we had to. I had to come to
terms with. I got to show my shit now. What I mean?
We have to be vulnerable at times. Because
that's the whole point.
Because in those vulnerable moments, your story is somebody's story, and so.
And right now we're trying to touch people's lives,
and that's important. And that's important when you're an independent artist, because intimate spaces are important.
Not only that, but you will keep your fans. A loyal fan is a loyal fan.
Oh man,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So in independent artistry, you have that, and you got to play it into that, and people who feel like they know you will love you, right?
Yeah.
And they stay. The room stays, right?
Yeah.
So I wish that artists knew that, hey, okay, we got to grow with the times to a certain extent, but you also got to grow as an artist. Grow into something you've never done, experience things, because just like life, up, down, up, that's what music should do. If we get in this, I don't want it. Right. And a lot of people think like me, you know what I mean? In that sense, true. Right? If you're just giving monotone, and it's still good, right? But you're gonna lose some people. You might not lose.
Yeah, you have to grow. You have to grow with them. Jay-Z made a statement one time. They said, we want the old Jay. Jay-Z said, well, buy my old shit.
Yeah. Go listen to it. And
I'm growing. I gotta grow. You can't expect to just stay here and just be stagnant. You gotta grow.
And also with age, right? With age, wisdom, all of that. If he's still rapping of hoes and whatever, we heard that already. Right. And you're 60. You know what I'm saying? It really does matter.
Yeah, it's kinda
I don't think that there's an age limit on anything.
Right.
You do it when you're 80. but keep it relevant and make it make sense for
Yeah,
you.
you have to make it make sense.
Because if not, and the people that are listening to you
Yeah.
are still probably 80, or older. You're going to get your 20 somethings that know Jay-Z from, Volume 4, whatever, but you need growth and you like maturity. Like, I don't know. Rap that's what's missing. Like, give me some, and to mix melodies in rap, I love it.
Just love it. It's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
Why? Like, I love it.
Yeah.
I love R&B. I love all that stuff. But, I love my salsa.
Yeah.
I'm just one of those people. I got to ask you guys this question because I guess it's relevant at this point. The whole Bad Bunny thing. And not about the Super Bowl. I don't care who wants to see him, who doesn't. But the fact that he's pretty much putting almost every Hispanic, if not also other genres of music in his music is why people are obsessed with him.
But first of all, it's a genius.
They relate. He's genius.
That whole thing is a genius move.
Yes.
It's a genius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. There's only one country that probably has as many Spanish people as Mexico, and that's America.
We're in it.
And so you get the biggest guy in the world.
He is. Right now, he's
You
the
put
biggest.
him on the biggest stage in the world. And think about this. You put him on the biggest stage in the world. And now what you have is the people that are playing football are now playing football. And that, my friend, is how you get to the bag.
It's all about the bag, right? At
That's
the end of the
genius.
Day for them.
See, those
Yeah.
dudes, it's a whole bunch of people that are going to be watching that
getting
Super Bowl that play football.
See.
But what they're going to be watching is football. This is why the NFL teams go and play overseas in London and all that, because they want to bring that culture to them. That's
What
the
does
bag.
culture mean to you? And that's just a random ass question, but
What does
does it
culture mean to
Yes.
me?
Because it's so different for so many people.
To me, it's a way of life.
I agree with that.
Hip hop is something
It's a
that
culture.
hip hop is something you live. It's not something you do. If you hip hop, from my b-boy days,
I agree.
I'm a b-boy first and foremost. Tony Touch is a b-boy first and foremost.
I agree with that statement. I
You know,
Tony.
these dudes,
I
is,
know of him.
these dudes are b-boys first and foremost, and culture means everything to us. And
What I loved about the DJ Summit is that I feel like this year, and I went last year, but this time I was working it, and I got to see, you stand back and just
Yeah,
kind of
it's dope.
watch. It's it was like living in the culture.
I like
It
to
really
see
was.
I like to see the DJs in power, because they took the power away from the DJs.
And there would be no hip hop without
The-
it.
the
Like, it
DJs
goes hand in hand.
The DJs are the backbone of hip hop, man. You give your music to the DJ, let him run it,
Yeah.
and he'll run it.
Who are you if not for the DJ who didn't play your song? You know what I'm saying?
The
But
DJs, the
and
DJs
they
break
took
the
away,
records.
they took away all their power. So
Yeah.
I'm glad events like that remind me of that, even
Right,
because
yeah.
you forget, you just in the moment, you just in the thing. I want to finish up, but I want you to tell everybody where they can find you. Your event. I want more details so that they can know date, time, where they can get their tickets, and all the things that you want to share about what you do.
Well, we're gonna be at the Abbey. Okay. Oh, first of all, hold on. I got something for you.
You gonna give me a gift? You guys always stay giving me stuff.
This
time I gotta say thank you. Oh, okay. Listen, sorry, live guys. I'm off.
We appreciate that. So
You're so sweet. Don't get me off. I get excited. Look. No. Stress. Manage the stress. This is what I do for a living. I
Manage the
talk.
stress,
I
yeah.
just talk. Oh, okay.
Inflatable microphone, because this is what you do.
You guys really are so sweet. Thank you.
Fred tells me that you're a whiskey girl. Well, that's
You're
where
the
you
whiskey
go on
girl.
the
So
road.
check that out.
So that if you need to go on the road, you
Wireless, I can't with you guys. Did you guys? How'd you know? Oh yeah, I
Look at
did
this.
tell you about whiskey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Look, thank you.
whiskey some
I got. I'm a whiskey smoker. Oh my gosh.
No doubt.
That's crazy.
Them boys serious over there, IVM, you heard?
I
They
love
give
that.
it in.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's good. I don't know why I get emotional every time somebody gives me something. I don't get a lot. Like, I don't get a lot.
No, we appreciate you, man. We
I
had
appreciate
we had a
you
great
guys.
interview at the DJ Summit. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't
Yes.
wait to get
That's
get with
sweet.
you on your own platform, and
Yes,
we
because
wanted
I
to
feel
come
like
support that.
we have been in the same spaces and places for many
We have,
years now.
we have.
And we talk. Somebody's like, "Oh, is that your boy? Like that? Isn't that your people?" And I was like, "I know him, but I don't know him like deep like that." And
Now
but we
you know
vibe,
us,
we
man.
talk, we have these conversations like this. Can't even get it back in the bag. And we've always talked like on the side, deeper than what I feel like people
Right.
really realize. And I wanted people to realize who you really were, not a persona, not a, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's why I like doing my show, and I'm gonna put this down because I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. I like people to know the story behind the story, the story behind the rumors, the
Right,
story,
right.
you know what I mean? Because everybody has a story that people could assume, but on my show, like, let's talk about it. Let's tell the truth. You know what I mean? And the Cydney I know, and I think you're all in one. It's all encompassing. But like, I knew you more on a deeper, like, let's talk about why you named this song this, and let's, you know, we talked about that before, but we never like joked and goofy, and,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I'm a goofball by nature, but I'm also so deep. But you are someone that comes off like you take everything seriously,
Right.
and you do. You take life seriously because you should.
Right.
But then I see your little
Nah, I
side,
like
you
to
know?
chill. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't be too crazy with it. I ain't,
No, I'm not. I'm not
you
even
know,
that
you
crazy
know the thing.
either.
The thing with me is I'm passionate about my music.
And people take that
Yeah.
as crazy. I'll be honest, right? So people take that as like, oh, okay, he got to take himself so seriously. But anything that you love, you should take with that.
I think
like,
so.
I'm a passionate person, and I'm
Right.
probably crazy to everybody, and I don't care. But I do things not for love, but out of it. So if
Right.
I won't do anything that I don't really like to do. Right? At the end of the day, this is a passion project. So.
Right.
So where can they find your music,
Well,
all of that?
you can. So everything is at Cydney Poitier.
Yeah.
CYDNEYPOITIER. It's Cydney Poitier. Everything. You can find me everywhere.
You could Google him.
You can
and find
Google
him.
me and find me. So we we're gonna be at the Abbey on the 22nd. Like I said, big shout out to DJ Aaron. We excited. We making a lot of moves. We got the book. We got the children's book coming out. We thought we would have it, but I think it's coming out on the 11th. So
Okay, that's
we're
next
gonna
week.
have that back.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I'm gonna have to buy it. You're gonna tell me.
I know we're gonna be doing some. There's some things in the works. We're gonna be doing some boys and girls clubs.
So let me know, because I know a
the book.
director of the one, the Levi Hughes one that is kind of close to
Yeah.
So Miss Tasha, so you know Miss Tasha? You guys know, really? Okay, so she's like family. So
see?
she
That's gonna
helped
be
me.
great.
I say this, and it's crazy how Orlando's so small. She changed my kid's life, like in the sense of like we don't even live over there, right? But her youngest and my oldest grew up together. I didn't want my kids to go into school where I went or near my house at the time, so I put them in a charter school, and she was in charge of the Boys and Girls Club, literally in the hood. And people were like, "Oh, you take your kids there?" Yes, and it was the best decision. She, my son graduated last year.
Wow.
He was an honorary Boys and Girls Club member. She does all the, like, I talked to her last week, like,
Wow.
and if you guys are doing Boys and Girls Clubs, let me know, because you know me,
Yeah, there's
I'm
talks
offer
in that. We're gonna do
all
some.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And she's so dope.
Now we're gonna get it out there with the book.
Yeah,
the book
yeah.
it's a
That
beautiful
would be
thing. We're gonna
amazing.
get, and we talking about getting Kristen Warren to she's gonna be narrating it. Actually read the book.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll that's something that we're gonna that I'm passionate about the book. I wrote the book. I'm passionate about the book. The book is dope. I can't wait for my
Why don't you
grandchildren to see
narrate
the
it?
book. You know what's crazy?
Why don't you
Oh
narrate
my
it?
God! You know what? It's crazy.
Seriously?
Right? I'm gonna tell you why. Right? I can do a show with thousands of people. I'm scared to death of those kids.
Because it was. Kids
I'm
ain't no
scared to
joke.
death. Kids are.
My youngest is 13.
Kids are no joke, bro. Kids are no joke. And you know, Christian One has such a lovely voice. Her voice is soothing. She's
I know,
perfect for it.
you press play with his voice. Who the hell is that?
Right,
this is
right.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm liable to be. They're liable to be like, "Yo, this guy's voice is not right." This guy's but you know what I'm saying? But
it'd be
we're
funny. I
we're
love
gonna
that.
be we're excited with the book. We're excited about. We know we're gonna be doing some traveling. There's things on the table. I can't get into everything.
Yeah,
but
'cause
we're definitely gonna be doing some things. We definitely gonna be doing some things. So and definitely next year, 2026 is definitely gonna be a good year. I promise you.
So I'm saying this on camera on purpose because I feel like if you speak it you put it out in the world. I am planning to do like a arts and kind of like a seminar for kids. That's like a real big thing that I'm trying to push for next year. And yeah, your book, even like because I want people to speak at it. I want like kids to get engaged and to like I feel like the arts saved my life. And I could vouch for a lot of people that I know that it probably saved theirs. So if I can get inner city kids to start believing in themselves from young
That would be dope.
and knowing that you can do this shit because all of us can do this.
Right.
That's literally a goal of mine.
I'm
So,
down. Hey, when you know you're a star, I'm down with you to do that.
yeah. Okay.
Whatever you need from me, I'm down
Yeah.
with you. I'm down to push that with you.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me too. Is that like the Miss Tashas of the world? I had a Miss Eileen for me. You know what I mean? But when they teach you that, like, I feel like it builds confidence. These artsy kids are told what are you doing? Half the time, right? I love to read books, and I was told by my own mom, like, you're gonna go crazy. That's weird. Nobody really, you know what I mean?
Right.
Why do you always write? Right? You know what I mean? And so if I believe those lies, I wouldn't be here today. So I want the kids that really probably don't have anyone backing them up to know that you really can do something with yourself.
Oh, you can. Absolutely can.
So yeah, I'm speaking into existence. I want to do
Speak
that
it in.
springish
I'm
time
with
frame
you.
for
Let's
that.
get it. Yeah, I'm
so
with you. I'm
truly,
down.
Yeah, and then a book. Why not? Like,
Yeah,
I
super
wrote a
dope.
book, and I'm a rapper, and I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
You can
dope.
do it all, and
You
that's
can
what I'm
do
trying
it
to
all.
teach these kids is they can do it all,
Yeah,
right?
that's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
Any last
as much as we
words?
can. Well, you know,
What's the last word? you got?
equestrian pedestrian is out.
Yes, I've heard it all.
I'm so grateful for the team. I want to give a shout out to IVMM, man. Shout out to Poitier Music Group. I want to give a shout out to two artists on Poitier Music Group that we are very excited about. Iceberg Snub, Jay Vengeance. We're excited about these two. Jay Vengeance on the West Coast. Iceberg Snub is in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
He's from Boston, Massachusetts.
So I feel like I've heard of him. That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
I thought he was an Atlanta guy. But
he lives in Atlanta.
All right.
He's in the studio right now finishing up some things. Jay Vengeance, we just got Jay's album back. Jay Vengeance, man, we excited. Dirty Baker, he's got production from Dirty Baker's Fourth Disciple, who produced Wu-Tang Clan. He's got Best One. Best One got 3 joints on there. He's got SoCal.
Shout out to Best One because the support is crazy.
It's
like
crazy.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys.
So we excited about these projects. And you know, in my executive position, they got good music. They're both grown, you know, big boy talk. They're both inspiring.
Yeah.
You know, Iceberg Snub is so inspiring on the East Coast. Jay Ben is super dope on the West Coast. And I want to say this too. My Low Brothers, man. Big shout out to LeBronx James. That record he got with Karis One is insane. You know, me and Thurston talk about motion all the time. When you rolling around with people like Thurston Howard III, who who is
I've talked
super
to him. He's been on
who is
yeah,
super
yeah.
big, super hard working dude. Probably outwork everybody in the room. That's why I be out here trying to work everybody in the room because, you know what I'm saying. But I want to say this, you know, me and Thurston, we talk about, you know, guys have emotion, and guys, you know, that we talk about front runners and dudes that's really putting in some work. And just big shout outs to LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, putting in major work. Big shout out to the Logo Lord, you know what I'm saying, put the Logo Lord Straight Paper putting in major work. You know what I'm saying? Cydney Poitier putting in major work. These is lows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Polo Baby Flacco.
I know him.
You know, these you know, guys is putting, you know, heavy pressure, you know, block, you know, guys that's really getting motion right now.
Shout out to Block. That's
you
my
know,
guy too.
so you know, like, you know, when guys on Thurston's level mention those guys and you're a part of that conversation, it makes you feel like, yeah, we doing something, we getting busy.
Yeah, I respect
you know.
Thurston because his worth ethic is crazy, but his mindset for growth, his mindset for okay, what we doing next. Like having a conversation with him on camera was great, but the conversation I had with him off camera was even better because it was just like, yeah, okay. And he, I remember it was at the Pintura project in like April this year, and like his cousin's like, yo, you're gonna interview him? I said, sure, let's go. And he's like, do you know who I am? And I was like, don't let this fool you. I know who you are. And he was laughing, and at the end of the interview, he was essentially saying, okay, so you know a little bit. Because, like, that's the thing. I always have this look, like,
Right.
oh, whatever people think of me. But at the end of the day, like, yeah, I love his work ethic. I like his out-of-the-box thinking.
But, yeah.
Is really, because to be an artist for however long.
You gotta
right?
think outside the box, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
What
you
we
got
doing
and you
next?
gotta
His
keep
wheels are always turning.
Yo, this guy.
Yes,
That's why. Yo,
yes.
now you know why I'll be working. I'll be
Yes,
working
yes.
because look who I'm around. Look at Earl. Earl
I
go
love
to
him.
Earl go
I
to an
love him.
event.
Yeah.
Earl go to an event, get an award, and don't even know he getting one.
Nope.
We in
He
there
just
taking
showed
the.
up,
He
right?
just showed
He
up.
just
We in there
showed
taking
up
the.
like nothing.
These dudes is dudes. You know you're like okay. That,
I respect him
You
a
want to
lot.
be around that. You know what I'm saying? Look at.
And
you
good
know,
energy and knowledge, because it's okay if you doing your own thing, but he knows of all the things.
and they
sat
tap
with Earl.
into my work. They tap
Yeah.
in. They tap
Yeah.
in. Earl taps in. Thurston taps in.
Support. I
They
love
do.
it. Yeah.
I definitely get this. I mean, you know, when we did Paris Blues, it was never even a conversation. He was running it more than I was running it. Like Thurston was running it. He was running it more than I was running it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, this is crazy. But like I said, I'm around good people. You can catch me, Cydney Poitier. It's everywhere. It's Cydney Poitier. You can Google me if you want.
I
We
did
here.
just for fun.
We're gonna be, you know, at the 22nd. You know what I'm saying? We trying to, you know, we trying to reach out to Chronic Guru to see if we could do something before the year's over.
Okay.
But we trying to, you know, see what that is. You know,
The one
we
downtown?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what am I doing on the 22nd? All right, okay.
So we,
The
you know, we trying to
19th with
do that.
Mega?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big shout out to 305 Beatbox.
Yeah.
Everybody, DJ Heron, DJ 6 Mil, DJ Epps. Everybody showed me love. Big X in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Part of the production team that's gonna be doing, you know, on some music with me, you know, moving forward in the future.
In Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah, I'm locked in with the big dogs now. Like we are so excited about where we getting ready to take it. 2026 is just gonna be big for us. It's gonna be big, but I'm gonna get out the way. I'm gonna get out the way and be where I need to be.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
If you outgrew it, if you would have done it 20 years ago, you don't need to be doing it. You don't need to be in the spaces that you were.
I don't. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
in them spaces.
That's a lesson for me too.
It is. I'm not gonna be around people that are unprofessional. My team, you know, everybody that's with you ain't for you. Everybody
Say
that's
that
with
louder.
me,
Say it louder.
everybody that is with you is not for you.
For real.
Everybody that is with me is 100% for me.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm 100% for them.
That's the point. That's what I was about to say. I was
That's
like,
where we are.
it's a reciprocation thing.
Hey, IVMM, Poitier Music Group, we are completely on the same page
see
every
that.
day.
I'm about to get on their page because, yeah, I'm like, what? I was like,
Nah, we
I
on the
opened my
page.
IG and I was like, oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
Add to the page. I'm like, thank you. I even told people, I was like, it's not me. Like, somebody complimented and I was like, it's definitely, and then, listen, I haven't met y'all. And I was like, it's my people. And then they DM me that. You don't have people.
we your peoples. Yeah, we definitely your peoples. We got you. For
No,
sure.
but yeah, genuinely, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for
you're
coming
welcome.
on for a good
We
time.
appreciate you having us. Yeah.
Of course. It's
No
funny.
doubt.
I was like, I told like, why Cydney didn't hit me? And I was like, you know what? It's okay.
Yo, did you see the text I left her? I said
can't stand you.
I said, Jay, you clean up nice. Girl, you look like cooked food. To blood clot. You look like cooked food. Yeah.
I deleted it. You know why? Because people are gonna think you know. Yes, like I can take a shower and brush my hair like everybody else. You know,
There you
it's just
go.
every day. I'm not gonna be in a gown and full face of makeup. Like I don't do that. But I appreciate the compliment. I
That's
was
great.
dying
Oh,
laughing.
yeah, it was hilarious.
I was like, cooked food. So
Cooked food.
who looks like raw food?
No, cooked food like it's a, it's a West Indian
Like
thing.
this, like
cooked food
good,
is like
like-
it's like you could, cooked food is more value than McDonald's, anything
Yeah.
out there.
Well, that's
Cooked food is
I
that's
understood
value.
it. I
Yeah, it's
understood
value.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Because
Yeah, so-
I understood it, but I was like, Latinos are not that different, especially like Islanders. Like,
Right.
we're not that different than West Indies. We're really have culture-wise.
It's an island thing. It's an island thing. Y'all are from the island. It's
So
an
when you
island thing.
said that, I got exactly what you meant. I was
Right,
like, all
yeah.
right, cool. But nobody else is going to get this, so delete this. I'm going to keep it real. I was like, people are going to think, like, what kind of cooked food you look like, So I appreciate the compliment.
No doubt.
It was a shout out to my girls. I was out at somebody's birthday party over the weekend, and it was a theme,
Was it?
So every once in a while, you got to brush your hair.
You gotta brush your hair.
Every once in a while.
Every
Like,
once
you don't
in
get
a
that shit
while.
every
Not all
day.
the time,
See,
yeah,
the
but yeah.
sneakers and the tea, and
Yeah,
that's mainly
and
me.
that's it.
But
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. This
Hey,
was a good conversation.
We appreciate you.
Cooked food. I look like cooked food.
Cooked food.
I might use that in a pub.
Cooked food is a beautiful thing.
It is.
Want
Listen.
some cooked food?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's good.
Shout out to the wife for the café con leche. So
Café con leche.
I'm expecting that next time.
Yeah, get the cafe con leche.
Next time we're just gonna have like a coffee pot and
Yeah, just do it right there.
because I
Be
drink
awesome.
coffee at night. I drink coffee.
Yeah.
People think I'm crazy. It's like 9:00 at night. I'm like, I'm drinking a cup of coffee. It's a thing though. People think I'm crazy, but it's a thing.
At night?
At all times, like it's 3 a.m. Cafe.
Cafe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Café con leche.
Yeah, that thing. I love it.
Carmen don't do that.
I don't know about 3 o'clock in the morning, but yeah.
No, but it's because I'm a night. Like I don't sleep
Oh, you're-
well,
you're a
so I
night
do my
person?
best thinking at night. I don't be
Okay.
out at night.
Right,
I be,
right. Okay, yeah.
I'll be home in my uglies, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where this went, but listen,
You're all
why
right.
it's live.
You're all right.
I love random live
A
conversations.
random
That's
live
why I do
conversation.
live.
That's awesome.
Cause why edit it?
Yeah, this was
This
dope.
is real. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
People
I
tapped
really
in?
do. Yeah, people did tap in.
That's
I
good.
got some
That's good.
things.
That's good.
People are like, you're goofy, you're crazy. Among other things, yeah, what he said is right, but
Okay.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. This is another episode of Aspire Podcast. I am Jay with Cydney. We're
That's
out.
it. We're
Bye.
out. Peace.